Evening and welcome to Tavern 26 here for another edition of the Campbell Memorial Red Devils Show. I'm Matt Marr, being joined this week by two cheerleaders, Ariana Gonzalez and Rayona Floyd. Thank you so much here, both of you, for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
I can't wait to have this going here. I haven't done a interview like this where we've had two at the same time, but hey, whatever's easiest for you guys makes it easier for me, all right? So we'll go ahead and just get right into this thing here. For both of you, this is just a general question. What got you both interested in cheer? Whichever one wants to go first.
When I was in the 8th grade, I went to one of the football games and I watched like the cheerleaders cheering at them, and it just like looked so interesting, looked like so much fun, like they were having fun. And so I knew like going into my freshman year I wanted to try it, and luckily I got on the team and I've just continued with it.
That's awesome to hear right there. Yeah.
So what got me into cheer?
You want to get that a little bit closer here? These mics aren't the loudest. Yeah.
So what got me into cheer is my sister. We've been doing it ever since we were younger, but like watching her do it, it's just like made me want to do it more. So like we grew up cheering together, doing everything together. So that's like I kept it going.
So you got in because you saw it at a football game. You said, "Hey, I want to do this." You did it because your sister inspired you, got you into it as well. That's cool to hear right there. A little bit of diversity, but hey, that's how a lot of people do, especially with a football game one, I'm sure. So that's awesome to hear right there that that's what's got you into this. So moving forward here, for both of you again, we're going to try and keep this as general as possible. What are some characteristics that you think are maybe important for a cheerleader to have?
I would say a really important one is being loud. You have to have like the vocals for cheer, and being able to remember like product, because like we go into practice every day and you have to know the stuff or else you'll just be behind. But I think that's all you really need. I mean, you don't really have to be flexible because we're not doing that kind of stuff yet, but I feel like vocals is a big part of it.
Yeah, I'd have to say being loud is pretty important too. I can hear you guys every Friday night, so you're doing that right.
I say being loud as well, having like a smile on your face, and knowing the material too. Because like not knowing the material is like you'll be behind, like you won't know on the day of the football game. So that's the most important one.
I'd say knowing the routine is pretty important too. I did band in high school. I missed that step. I had somebody yelling at me on the sideline every single time, making me feel bad. It's a lot of pressure. Don't get me wrong. It 100% is out there. It doesn't matter how big that crowd is. I get that 100%. So it's great that you guys can keep cool under pressure. How do you guys do that though? How do you guys manage that pressure that you just brought up?
I mean, with all the support that we get, my family comes to my games, my boyfriend does, and that calms me down a lot when I see them in the crowd. I just have to look up and they're there. And so that's definitely a big part. And knowing that I know like the product that's given is another thing. I just have to like trust myself. But that's really all I need is my family and my boyfriend.
I say my grandparents, my family, and my best friend. But
That explains why we're doing this together. All right.
yeah, but like sometimes we'll FaceTime each other, do it on the phone, do it in school too, and then mostly we'll do it at practice as well, and then after we'll just do it again. That's all.
Constant
practice. Also, I know this looks a little jarring here. Didn't even point that out. While we're doing this, I only have 2 headset spots here, so we're just going with this as if this is an official mic, like we're at a Taylor Swift concert.
We're making what works.
We're making this camel version, all right?
Yes.
All right, so what is something that you guys see that your program has done here that makes you feel that you feel has been the most effective here? So obviously for your group, but also when you guys are cheering on for the student and fan engagement. What's something that you guys have been doing right?
I feel like some of the cheerleaders, we show a lot of support, even if it's not with the football players, like with the volleyball team. We try to go to those games and show support just because we are cheerleaders, and most of those are our friends. But I feel like we do a very good job with that. There's always room for improvement, though, with it, showing support.
I say we're supportive. We're supportive of every team. We'll go to the volleyball games to cheer them on, even football players. Even when they're not doing good, we'll still support them on, but that's it.
So were you guys at that game just about, the other day when they were playing Louisville? Were you guys there cheering them on
Yes,
as
we
well?
were. Cowbell and everything.
That was you guys.
Yes,
All right. Like you said, being loud, even if it's not with your vocals, you got something there to get you
Yes.
project. That's awesome. You guys obviously seem to really have that nice sense of community here at Campbell. I mean, I've never seen that kind of a crowd at a volleyball game
Yeah.
before, and then just seeing a student section, let alone that, it's incredible. So that's great to hear that you guys go out and support everybody, and they're going to come and support you guys as well. Just everybody kind of leaning on each other. That's awesome to hear. I love to see that. I love to see that for you guys. So this can be a very competitive sport here, obviously, and it is a sport. 100%. You guys are going out there doing flips and everything, dance moves. That's not easy. That's very athletic. It is a sport. 100%. You guys compete in everything. And I was talking to your coach here about state competition here, and he kind of dropped the ball here and told us that you guys, it sounds like you guys are going to go down here coming up pretty soon. Are you guys excited for that?
I'm so excited. I've never done anything like that before because I've only been cheering since I was a freshman, and so I feel like that's very exciting news to hear, especially since we've created like a new team and new bonds and everything. So I feel like it's going to be so much fun with the talent that we have on this team.
I say it will be fun as well. I did competition when I was younger, but it's like this one is like bigger and everything. But I feel like we're gonna do really good.
And that's great here. Just that confidence. Sounds like you guys are going to have fun, which is obviously the most important part here. Is going out. If you're not enjoying what you're doing, what are you doing at all? Why are you doing it? So it's great to hear that you guys are enjoying that. Again, we can't wait to see you guys down there, see what you guys do. Hopefully you come back first place, that trophy in hand.
Yes.
Best of luck down there when that does come up. When we're going back here now, maybe on a football game day, pep rally, whatever, what would you say is your favorite routine to do? You know, kind of walk us through it, give us a name, and then tell us exactly what that is, what it entails.
I would say all the band dances. I love when the cheerleaders are with the band. It's just so much fun, and like the crowd starts getting crazy, and like the dances and the music together. It's just so much fun, and all the cheerleaders, like they all know the band dances, and so we look so good doing it. That's my personal favorite.
My favorite has to be our new dance we just learned, cause like when we do it, everybody gets hyped. They cheer us on. That makes us have more energy to do it and like do our best and show them.
So you say you like to do the band dances.
Yes.
Is there a certain one in particular that
Probably
stands out to you?
the cadence. I love the cadence so much, and the one we just learned, which was Sloopy. They're just so much fun, and it's like the band is so loud, and it's just really great.
I mean, what are you guys doing during that? I mean, what exactly is the routine?
It's
In
just
particular, is it just dancing, having fun, going
yes,
crazy? Or
dancing, spiriting, keeping a smile on our faces, and that's really it.
spirit, obviously a big one right there. And you are the spirit of the team right there.
Yes,
the
we
spirit
are.
of Camel. And you guys do everything. You're the reason why everybody is having a good time right there, and why everybody's going to cheer, because you guys are leading them on. I mean, that's why it's called cheerleading, right?
Yes, it is.
All right, so you got some friends, you got some family here, teammates. Want to give a shout out here? I see some folks out here with their phones out.
Oh yeah. I would give a shout out to my family. They're my biggest supporters, and I couldn't be more grateful for all of them.
I will also say my family, friends, coaches, and everyone that came here to support us today.
That's great to hear right there. Obviously, those guys are big sports. All right, this is one that we're going to need an answer from both of you. Not that you guys haven't been doing that already, but who would you say is your biggest role model?
My biggest role model, my mom and my dad. I wouldn't be able to pick one, but they're just so like strong, and I don't know where I'd be without them. I love both of them so much, and yeah.
I would say my older sister, not saying my mom and dad isn't, but my older sister really, because like we act just alike, so it's like that's my biggest role model.
Do you guys play any other sports other than cheerleading? Do you guys like to get into anything maybe during the spring or the winter?
I do basketball and track.
So what position are you there in either of those two?
Basketball, I play shooting guard and point guard.
And then what events do you like to do during track?
I do the 400 and the 100.
That's awesome to hear right there. Yeah, we got a multi-sport athlete. How about you?
I play basketball.
All right. What position are you there?
I'm a center.
All right, so you're going for those points right
Yes.
there. All right, you're greedy. Got that ball on, right? All right, we'll keep an eye out here for you. The season's right around the corner there. Everything's going by so fast here. It always does during high school sports. Who would you say is your favorite professional athlete? Any sport, doesn't matter.
Favorite athlete. This is gonna sound like Caitlin Clark, I would say. I mean, I love her. She's so good, and I don't know. She's my favorite.
Big basketball player right now here, just lighting up the WNBA, putting it on the map about damn time.
I have to say Paige Beckers, because she's so tough. Just like she's so tough.
So I'll be honest with you here. I'm not familiar. What sport does she play?
Basketball.
Basketball. All right. So another WNBA star.
She's
So you
in-
again.
she's in college.
But she's going for
Yeah.
it, right? Is she gonna make it?
Oh
All
yeah.
right,
Yep,
100%.
definitely.
All right. How else does she go to? What sport are you rooting for right there?
She goes to UConn.
UConn. All right. So you're a UConn fan because of her, or is it just because you like UConn?
I like UConn.
You like UConn. All right. Is that where you guys are maybe thinking about college here coming up soon? I know that you're a little bit away here. It's still high school, but are you guys thinking about that at all?
I mean, I definitely want to go to college, continue with sports. I mean, I don't just want to stop when it comes to senior. I want to continue, have a good job, and I feel like that's the way to go.
Yes, but like if it happens in the right moment. If I don't want to play anymore, I won't. But like I hope I really do want to. I still love the sport and play. Want to continue to play it.
That's awesome to hear right there. All right, so we went through support, we went through the role model. We got one more question here for you guys, and it involves this menu here right in front of us. Obviously, Tavern 26, the host here of our show every single week. Got to give a huge shout out here to the folks here for letting us come in every week and take over this dining room. It's filled to the brim right here with people supporting you guys, always is. Have either of you been here?
Yes.
All right, awesome. Seasoned pros right here. You're doing better off than your coach already was. What would you say is your favorite item on the menu?
You can go first.
How kind.
I would say their wings, really good wings.
How do you like to get those done? What sauces do you put on it?
Barbecue. Barbecue's the way to go.
Do you go breaded at all? Do you go just with skin?
Skin.
Bone in, bone out?
Boneless.
Boneless, all right. All right. I gotta give you a fist bump for that one. I'm right there with you. You like any certain sauces as well? I'm sorry, I'm still. Gotta get this right. It's wings.
No.
So no dipping sauces, no ranch or blue
No.
cheese or anything. All right, hey, that's fine. All right, how about you?
I'd probably say the same thing, wings. You can never go wrong with wings. Barbecue too.
Barbecue right there. So you guys aren't the big on spice there.
Not
That's
really.
fair enough right there. Again, how about you? Bone in, bone out.
Bone in.
Bone in.
And they
all
have
right,
to be
so a little
flats.
different. Gotta be flats.
Yes.
All right, so no drumsticks. They gotta be the.
No, flat.
Interesting.
Very
See, I've always
specific.
found those ones to be more annoying because you got the two
Yeah.
right there trying. I always end up poking it out. I'm just like, what's the point? Hey, that's fine though, right there. Wings, you can't go wrong. They got great wings here. They've got great food,
Yes.
a great special every single Wednesday. Chili dogs here at Tavern 26, 5 for $10. If you like chili dogs, that's a great deal right there. I mean, you can't
Yes,
beat it.
it
If you
is.
want something every day,
Can't go
got
wrong.
chalkboard over here by the bar. And you can just keep an eye on what those specials are and give them a try. I mean, try everything here. Great food, great times, and a great place here for the interviews. Both of you, thank you so much for joining us this week. It was an absolute pleasure and a blast talking with you guys, getting to know more about you guys as cheerleaders, as people, what kind of food you like to eat here at Tavern 26. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.